Alright, so it's the 17th of May today. I got a new hat. This is from Poundland, although it does not cost £1, it costs £4. But yeah, got this because the weather has been getting quite hot recently, so yeah, this is basically to stop the sun from beating down on my head because I get enough headaches as it is. So yeah. Next thing. So I was on my way today to go meet my nan and granda for lunch, and I generally do, you know, once a week, every week. I go into town and meet them for lunch. And this is the bum bag I've been wearing basically every day for, I don't know if this is 2 years or 3 years. I can't remember whether I got this in 2021 or 2022. I've had it 2 or 3 years. So I've had it a while, and I basically just wore it every day. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it there, the zip has come away from there. So basically what happens is when you try and unzip it, the zip often gets jammed, but also, you know, that is coming away, and that has gotten worse since I spotted it this morning. And this thing, you know, I keep a lot of things in here. I keep extra carrier bags, my power bank, which is currently charging at the minute, as well as what else do I keep in there? Charge my wallet. That's the thing. So yeah, basically needed a new one. Wasn't, you know, I didn't have to get one there and then, and that but yeah, I could have maybe got this repaired. I could have maybe got this repaired and that. I don't know, but my nana and granda said, "Oh, we'll buy you a new one," and that's and they did. And here it is. And this one is better in every way than this one. For one, it's bigger. I don't know if you can see it, but it is considerably bigger. For one, it's the biggest bum bag I think I've ever seen. I know in the US you call this a fanny pack, but fanny means something different here in the UK. Fanny basically means vagina here in the UK, whereas in the US I believe it means arse. So yeah. But yeah, thing is, I did go in Sports Direct initially because this is where I got this from for £17.99, and I went in there and I think it was either £25 or £30. Which is ridiculous. For the exact same one, they still sell this exact one. In fact, I've seen a few people when I go to Blackpool wear this, which is a point, because a week on Monday I'll be going to Blackpool for a short holiday, and obviously, you know, I kind of need this stuff. So yeah, I got me this one. This one was £20 from TK Maxx, although apparently its RRP was £40, so yeah, I do like the fact this has some padding and that around the back, but if I unzip it, you can see in there there's some load of carrier bags, there's some tissues in there in case my hay fever gets bad, extra compartments, also RFID protective pocket and that, so if I wanted to put any cards and that in there, then that's great. And my wallet can go in the front pocket, and there's still plenty of space and that. I might add a few more carrier bags into there. So yeah, thank you to them and that, much appreciated. And that's because, you know, if I didn't, now there was ones I could have got that one way cheaper, but like for example there was a one in Primark that was £8, which was a similar size to this one, but it wasn't even the same type. It wasn't nowhere near the quality and that of this one and that, and obviously this one is even better quality and that. It's basically, you know, like a mini backpack on your front, almost, this one, compared to the other. So yeah. Got something else here. It's in a massive box. Where is my knife? There it is. I see, so they sent it in a shoebox. I was wondering why the box was so big for what it is, because it's not, in here, it's not a large item. But yeah, it's not a pair of trainers. In fact, you know, my trainers would not even fit in there. I will need a new pair of trainers at some point, actually, because the ones I've got are starting to wear down a bit, though I will get them out. Oh! I didn't know it came in a box! It didn't show it came in a box in the pictures, it just showed it as being loose. Okay. Okay, that's even better. Is this got... Although... I don't... Hang on. I think they might have just shoved this in a right-handed mug. It's got some... They put extra tape on there because they haven't put the flap through. Annoyingly. There we go. Yeah, I think they've shoved this in a right-handed mug box. Let's have a look. Yes, they have. Yeah, so if you take a look at that, that is for a right-handed mug. And they've just shoved the left-handed one in here. Because when you put it in where the handle is meant to go, and that's why it doesn't fit flush. Still though, it is nice that they did put it in an actual box. That is nice. So yeah, it's a little bit of a squeeze in there, but they do kind of fit in a right-handed box. And I do mean very much kind of. So yeah, it's another left-handed grommet mug. Actually, I should get it out actually to show it. I don't know why I put it immediately back away. So yeah, on the listing on eBay it was just shown loose like that, and that's how I was expecting it to come, but no, it is actually it does actually come in a box, admittedly not the original box it would have came in, but this cost me £6 plus £3.20 postage for it, which I think is more than fair enough. Now this one has obviously been used, but unlike what I've got one that's basically pretty much brand new in box, and I've got another one that I did a restoration video on. This one I could do a restoration on, but I'm not going to. What's happening here is basically this is natural wear. Basically, what's happening is basically over time, a lot of these, when you put boiling water, you know, in it, this is basically being used as an actual, you know, coffee or tea mug, whatever, but it's being used to have boiling water in it, and basically over time, the paint, which goes translucent to show the red paint underneath, over time that slowly fades and fades with each time, you know, you put the boiling water and that in. So if you want to preserve a grommet that has a colour changing nose, if you want to preserve that, don't use it as a regular mug. And that for your tea or coffee, because over time it'll start going like this. I could paint it up, I could repaint it and that, but I'm not going to be honest. I think it's in fine enough condition. I don't know if they tried to put this in the dishwasher, I don't know. There is some sign, like there is some crackage in the paint, which makes me think it could have been that. It could have been that they put it in the dishwasher maybe once or twice, because that's how basically you get the cracks. You can make like, yeah, the cracks around here like that. But overall, this one, pretty decent condition. If this was the only one I had, I would be happy enough with it. And I don't think, that's a bit dirt, I don't think I'm going to do any real restoration work. This one is kind of in the middle of the two, you know. This one is decent, and this one's just like more everyday wear. And that, whereas, you know, that first one I got, that original one I got that I did the restoration on, that one was in bad nick. Like, if it wasn't a left-handed one, then obviously there was no way on earth I would buy it, but, you know, because it was, I did, and it's, yeah, it's still sitting up there on top of my fridge, or minibar, or whatever you want to call it. There we go, So, yeah, happy with that. So that cost me, what was it? Was it? Yeah, £9.30. No, or £9.20. How much was it again? Yeah. Well, regardless, very happy with that. Now, this one will have already appeared in a video by the time you see this, but I did unbox it. Yeah, I didn't do an unboxing of this, but I just want to show this does have damage to it. Where is it? There. And also, not along that spine. Yeah, along, it's hard to get on camera, but along this spine here, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can just about see it there, there's a bit of damage on the spine. My friend got one of these as well. Because this is still sealed, this one. It's actually sealed inside. Disc made in Mexico. Okay. But yeah, I did a review on this. Do not buy it. This has terrible audio. The reason I was able to show stuff is because my friend sent me a raw rip of this. And that, because his came first, basically. His came before mine, so I could get the review ready, and that, for me actually getting this, he sent me a raw rip of it. And that, so yeah, I don't know if I don't think I'll bother actually opening it, to be honest. I'm debating whether to sell it, because yeah, it's not good. If the WoW HD, thankfully, have offered me 20% refund on this, so I will be taking that. I think this was around £20, something like that. It was around about £20. So yeah, I'm just watch my review on that. It's all disappointing. Anyway, got a couple of things from WoW HD. These not WoW HD, Music Magpie. These actually came the other day. Actually, they've just been sitting there waiting. You see? Ooh. So, this is, first of all, ooh, the disc is, there's a disc loose. Yeah. This is not its original case. So this is the 9th series of My Family, and the other one should be there we go, Series 4. Again, it sounds like, hang on, oh god, I can't tell if that's scratched or it's just filthy. Bloody hell, that is. But basically, you might have seen in a recent unboxing, or it might be recent, that I got the a My Family complete collection DVDs of someone off eBay, and they said that they didn't know, you know, that if they were in good condition or not, if all the discs worked, and I thought, you know, there'll probably be maybe some, you know, minor scratching on that, and but no. Where is it? I'll grab the box set. There it is. So it was with this box set when I got up to Series 4, and it's a good job I was ripping these. Where is it? There. Not that one. There we go. Series 4 Disc 1. I think I missed this originally, but there's a crack just there along the disc, and yeah, it will not read no matter what. So yeah, doesn't work, that disc. So yeah, I did contact the seller about it, but they basically refused to give us any partial refund or anything about that. But so yeah, like the thing is though, they didn't mention it was cracked though. If they said it was cracked, one of the discs was cracked, then I might have had second thoughts. But anyway, and then when I got to, this was the only other case I had it, when I got to Series 9, I think it's, yeah, disc 1, like the scratching and that on there, which I could probably, there's like a major scratch. Don't think you see it just there. There it is, big scratch. I might have been able to get that one resurfaced, but on Music Magpie they were 2 for £3, so I thought, for the sake of it, I might as well just, you know, they were £2 each or 2 for £3, so I thought, Yeah, for an extra £1 I'll get them done, so... But, oh god, yeah. Why is it disc 2 is fine, but disc 1 is, with all of these, I don't know. I'm going to swap the box for this one, because whoever owned this before, they replaced the box on it. Yeah, this is not the original box for this, but the fact is, you can see on the inside all the chapters. These boxes are terrible, these ones, because these ones have a raised rim just there, like scratch the disc. So yeah, I can pop that one in there. That one, oh yeah, that one's worse. So yeah, I'll swap the discs into this case here, and then that was just bad. So yeah. I hope with this one, because that first disc, that disc 1 looks bad, particularly there. I'm going to give that one a thorough clean first. And that, if it rips on that, great, but yeah, go. It makes me think, I think that, you know, what is it? That Music Magpie doesn't bloody test these discs, or if it does, like, they might put it in and they might just load, but god, do they not even bother cleaning them? But clearly not, so yeah, hopefully this will work, or at least in some capacity, so yeah, fingers crossed with that one, but yeah, there we go, people, there we go. Okay, so it's the 21st of May today. What have I just done with it? There it is. Package from Huawei HD, and I really hate these because one, they're very, very flimsy, and two, they press down on them because these are basically 2 bits of thin cardboard that stick together. And yeah, I'm gonna say, like, I think Amazon's bubble wrap, like jiffy bag type thing that you get from, or at least the ones I've got when I've ordered from Amazon US, are probably better than this, because yeah, it's just 2 bits of cardboard with that stick together. But also, I had no notice of dispatch for this one, but here it is. Yeah, I was surprised this came because there was no notice of dispatch, and also this has gone off the website of Huawei HD, probably temporarily, because I think this has gone out of stock and that at the minute. But yeah, this is controversial release. This is Zombie Island and Zombie Island Returns double feature. The thing is though, and I'll have probably said it in my review, because I probably will review this at some point. In fact, the review probably has come out before this video, but yeah, the Zombie Island Returns to Zombie Island, I should say, sorry, that is basically a glorified special feature, because if you don't know, on basically most of the Warner Archive releases, they'll generally put either some Looney Tunes cartoons or, you know, Hanna-Barbera, if it's like anything that's relevant. They do it with all the Scooby-Doo releases pretty much. But this one, no, nothing. Yeah, other than the original trailers for both of them. But yeah. Also, those screenshots on the back. What is up with those screenshots on the back? Why do they look so shit? I don't know. Thing is though, I've got zero reason to open this. And that is because I was sent a raw rip of this, because me and my friend, as I said in my review of this, me and my friend both, he ordered his like a couple of days before me, and I got mine on a sale, and that I think was like 10 or 20% off sale. So basically, we ordered ours a couple of days apart from each other. He received his first, and that, so he sent me raw rips of them, so that's why I don't need to open this now. I have had a look at this, at least Zombie Island, and my initial impressions, which is, you know, I'm going to wait until I'm going to watch through this one properly, but my initial impressions is, it does look good, but it looks like they've scrubbed a lot of the detail from it, and particularly this one doesn't seem to really have any of the sort of film grain type stuff on it. So yeah, they've kind of done a Cinderella type thing where they've introduced a lot of, I think, a little bit too much DNR. But from what I can gather, I don't know whether Zombie Island is a true HD new remaster or whether it's an upscale. I don't know because there's very little information on it. But still, I'd recommend it because it's not anymore. This isn't double the price, by the way. This is the same price as the other Warner Archive Scooby-Doo releases, which there's going to be more of. But for example, if you got what was it? The Ghoul School, Boo Brothers, and that, then those basically, you know, the same price as this. But yeah, I'm wondering whether this is an upscale. For example, Reluctant Werewolf had to be an upscale because it was mastered onto videotape. And this one, I believe the original master was onto videotape, so, you know, whether they've gone back and changed it, I don't know. I'll have to, which is why I'm holding off on the review, because I'm going to try and do some research. If I do find out, then great. If I don't, then, you know, it'll be something else to recommend, you know, say as an amendment. But, yeah, as I said, only available, obviously, in the US, but it is a region-free disc, so it's perfectly fine, and that plays perfectly fine in the UK, though. Then again, I generally, the only stuff I watch off a disc now is 4K Blu-rays with Dolby Vision. That's literally it. 4K discs with Dolby Vision. I generally are the only discs I'll watch, like, off the disc. Everything else I'll just watch rips of, and the only reason I do is because basically Make MKV does not support Dolby Vision. It's actually the only reason why. So, yeah, as I said, I don't really need to open this at the minute. I might do it at some point, but yeah, it's just a disc in there and nothing else. So, not really much of an unboxing. I should also, this is being sitting here, I was debating whether to bother doing an unboxing for this, because it's not particularly exciting. I'm not using scissors for this one, for a very good reason. I've had this for a while now. Cost me £3. Ooh. What are those? I think you might be wondering, what the hell are those? Yeah, they're in an airtight bag. These are reusable ponchos, is what they are, and there should be 12 of them, and then, as you can see, they're very small, very flat. But essentially these are basically like the bin bag type ponchos. And you might be wondering, why did I get one? I like the fact that this is in a little resealable bag, cause so you could reuse them if you wanted to. But yeah, this is basically made of the same type of stuff as a cheap bin bag, essentially. But yeah, I think it was 12 of them for £3. So, you know. I mean, I could have got them even cheaper if I'd bought more, but I thought 12 was more than enough. Because to be honest, I can just, as long as I don't, you know, destroy it, I can just reuse a one, you know, several times and that. But why did I buy them? Because it's not because, oh, the rain in the UK, that joke, no. Because I've got an umbrella for that. The reason is they are for when I go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and go on Valhalla. And the reason is basically because while I do enjoy getting wet on the ride, I do. The problem is that basically I don't like my clothes getting wet particularly. Ideally, you know, my shoes in particular, because they take forever to dry out. They do take forever to dry out. I remember, I think it was last year or the year before, I literally took my shirt, I took my clothes off, went into the toilets first of all, took my clothes off and wringed them out. because there was just so much water, and it's just uncomfortable sitting, you know, standing around with that much water and that rubbing against your skin. And you know, there's some, and the other problem is that there's a lot of rides there where if you were most rides there, if you were soaking wet and that, they won't let you on, so you go wait for it to dry a bit anyway. So yeah, basically I've avoided it all my life up until this point, but I'm just going to put the puncture. I'm not going to put the hood up, I'm going to leave the hood down and that, but yeah, that's my plan essentially with that. The thing is though, another problem is that, more concerningly, is when your feet get wet. More specifically, you know, your shoes, because they take forever to dry, and a lot of the time I've had times where I used to get blisters every time because my feet would get wet and that. So what I tried doing actually last year, I put 2 carrier bags, tied them round my feet, and they wouldn't let us on the ride until I took them off. Yeah. So what I instead did is I thought, okay, I'm going to get, my trainers are going to get wet regardless. So I just put them directly round my feet and tied them round there. So at least then my feet would still stay dry and that inside the trainers, and the trainers could, you know, but still they take forever to dry off. Take forever. Ideally, you know, if they allowed you to just take your shoes off and, you know, put them to one side, I would do that. Though I know the reason why they wouldn't. I know the reason why they wouldn't let you do that is because it's in case they need to emergency evacuate you, type thing. You know, it's all safety, blah blah blah. Like the reason they didn't let us have the carrier bags on is apparently in case I slip. Which, I mean, if I was running round, maybe, although somewhere else they're more likely to tear before that. But especially when you're just sitting on a boat, going through the ride. But regardless, I mean, you know, I do have a friend who brings an extra pair of trainers that they put in a locker, and that for when they go. The thing is, I don't want to pay for a locker, because the lockers do cost money. I can't remember how much they are, but also the second reason, I don't want to have to carry around some trainers afterwards as well. Plus, it's more to carry more supporting. I like to, you know, ideally when I go to Blackpool and that. Basically, when you go anywhere, and this is a tip for, you know, wherever you go travelling anywhere, and that, whether it's for a holiday or what, always travel as lightly as possible. Bring everything you need, obviously. But always travel as lightly as possible because, especially, you know, when you're on holiday, the likelihood is you're going to be bringing back more than you took with you. So, yeah. But anyway, there we go. I rabbited on a lot with this one. Sorry for that, but there you go.